We're here for the log lift world challenge. I already took the axle world record. It's time to try to take the log world record. But there's someone who I got to go through first. Last year, we saw Iron Biby break the world log lift record at 230 kilos. What can we expect to see today?
You know, my goal is over 230 kilos, so 230 plus.
Iron Biby is a big dude. And his shoulder power is unreal. The weights that he's able to do is fantastic. If he can, whatever he cleans, he'll be able to press. So I just hope he train on his clean and the world record will be there.
0.2 hits the 210 here.
Surely that was a lot of effort, but it was just so easy for him. I see that 231 in him.
Brought to you by Giants Live on SBD. Oh my God.
What a warrior, Neil.
Hey.
What a fight.
This is one of the biggest depth of log press I've ever seen.
First time meeting Iron Biby last year, it's like you can feel the strength in him or like the aura around him.
I'm here today for the World Log Lift Challenge. I'm the current champion and also the World Log Lift record holder, which is 230 kilograms.
Iron Biby is potentially one of the largest humans I've ever seen. Certainly has more muscle mass than virtually anyone I've ever seen.
I've never seen shoulders and pressing strength like it is. He is a specimen. Like, he's just an absolute freak. He's the freakiest freak of all the freaks.
Iron Biby's ability to just press the log is unreal. If we compare it to any other sport, it's like being 1 second slower than Usain Bolt, which, you know, it's not that much, but it's still a huge amount in the perspectives.
To have a world record, like it's a long road. When I think about myself, like trying 230 back in 2018, you know, I thought I was closer, but you see, it took me 5 years to get that close. So my target is 230 plus.
No, but this one is truly unbelievable. And he made history here. And the Strongman Open third complete. The tremendous Hamilton touchdown.
That was crazy. Don't go anywhere. We got a brand new event to come. We're gonna pull a truck with only our hands in a rope. A brand new event to Giants Live.
It feels good to be back, yeah. I actually have been out longer than I've been in it, haven't I? In 2021, I had 2 surgeries. I had a surgery on my left distal bicep tendon for the first time, and then I had a knee arthroscopy. I re-ruptured my left distal bicep tendon, and 9 days out from Britain's Strongest Man, I ruptured my lat tendon. In January 2024, I tore my proximal hamstring tendon off my pelvis.
I know he doesn't put off this energy, but Luke is very mentally strong. To go through what he's gone through and still get ready for the fight again and go through the surgeries and go through the rehab as many times as he has, I mean, that says a lot about his character, not just as an athlete, but as a man.
We are on the way and a huge drive out of the blocks there from Luke Richardson, and he is moving well built.
Pulling for all he's worth. Great coordination on the rope. He's got to keep it up. Can't miss a stroke. Get the fastest time. Pull, pull, Luke, pull, pull.
Wow, Richardson looked rapid, and Luke Richardson explodes. That was fire from Richardson.
It's an example that regardless of if you're scared, you're anxious, an occasion intimidates you, expose yourself to it, challenge yourself. That's been my life for the last 3 years. Push through, never give up on yourself.
Brand new event at Giants Live, they're bringing in an arm-over-arm truck pull where we're gonna take an 8-ton truck with a rope attached to the front, and only using our arms and back, we're gonna drag that truck along the course 4 times.
As is Maxime. This looks solid from Evans, and he is accelerating well, Bill.
Fast, powerful repetitions. What a race.
Super close now. Photo finished up as we get to the line. Incredibly tight. And that is going to be tough. This course, listen for the whistle to start us off. We are on the way, and both men trying to explode into that equipment. Point 2 with the youth. Can he make it count here? He's moving so quick, as is Hooper. The Moose is on fire on the far side, and point 2 using all his back, while Hooper is arm pulling this thing down the track. Incredible effort. This is so quick from Hooper. There is the win of this heat for the Canadian. Point 2 right behind.
The arm of arm was great, but wait till you see what's next. We're gonna pick up 800 pounds on a stiff axle bar for maximum reps.
Event 3, the 350 kilo axle deadlift for reps.
The biggest deadlifter here is myself, especially on this setup, especially for reps. But I've heard that Patty Haynes is actually an incredible deadlifter as well, so I'll be keeping an eye on what he's able to do. Luke Richardson has incredible deadlift pedigree.
7 months after an operation, it's still a weakness of mine. It is coming back.
Evan Singleton's deadlifts, as of late, have been looking really, really good.
I'm constantly getting stronger, I'm constantly getting better and more efficient.
I think Evan's deadlift really for a max now is kind of up around 460, 470.
I think that this is going to be a really good opportunity for me to showcase that hard work, that not only am I pulling bigger numbers for one, but I'm also pulling more reps with lighter weight.
I think that there's going to be a lot of tide points on this between 4 and 6 reps, and I think if you can go 7 reps, you're starting to get standalone points.
On the way, and the Moose with that aggressive, efficient style attacks early. You said watch for big numbers, Bill. We are already seeing that ascent from Hooper and Richardson tracking him all the way. Look at the pace of these lifts, so fast. The pulls from Hooper, though.
Mitch has got such a little strain on his face.
I told Luke 12 months ago, we were sat in a hotel. For those of you who don't know what he's been through, he's been out of the sport the entire time that I've been in it, 3+ years. And I told him 12 months ago, he will win World's Strongest Man. And I 100% believe that. He is so resilient, such a good athlete. Let's give it up one time for Luke.
We're going from a very heavy slow lift to one of the most explosive things you're gonna see, a head-to-head race, 5 sandbags, throwing them over the bar. Whoever's the fastest wins.
I've always thought I was a bit of a fucking hard bastard, to be honest. Not in a literal sense. Like, what?
Luke at his best, I believe, has a similar potential to myself. Luke at his worst is fragile and nervous. So what version of Luke are we getting? Everyone else who's contested to win has versions of themselves, and I only have one version of myself.
Obviously, I've done some stuff in my life that's pretty hard to do. For someone who, you know, when I was doing it, you know, I broke powerlifting world records, won powerlifting world titles, European titles, like transitioned to strongman, made the World's Strongest Man final basically within my first year of training in the sport, won Europe's Strongest Man, was the youngest person to do that. You know, you don't do that stuff if you're not quite a tough guy. That version of me has absolutely nothing on the version of me now. You know, it was easy for me then, it was easy for me to go and train for 5-6 hours and win all them shows, but it's not easy when you've got to sit there in your thoughts and you've got to pick apart the reason as to why you're the problem that this keeps happening. And it's been the hardest thing I've ever had to go through by a country mile. It's not even remotely comparable to anything else I've ever done. I'm back now. I'm back for good.
The sandbag toss, current record at like 13 seconds, held by Shane Flowers, getting all 6 bags, 18 to 28 kilos, over the bar. Time stops when the last bag hits the ground.
Shane's run was near as perfect as you can get it.
It sneaks over.
This is one of those events that lots can go right, lots can go wrong. I think I could break that record if things go right, but if things go wrong, they go very wrong.
I think 𝐷𝐸𝐴𝐷 and Luke Richardson have the best chances, in my opinion, of being able to get all the bags over the fastest. Max has a very, very long and extended history of being very good at throwing events, especially sandbags.
They're pretty much all good events for me this weekend. The bag toss, the power stairs, arm over arm, they're all good events that I'm easily able to do top 3 on all of those. I finished 3rd at 2021 World Strongest Man. And then in 2022, I finished 5th. And I'm really excited to be here to put my name back in where I belong. And I'll punch my ticket for World Strongest Man next year.
Bag toss, you can very, very easily make a mistake. You can throw perfect every single training session and then get to comp and you just shag one of them. You're like looking at 2-3 points if everyone else does a perfect run down the drain.
Luke Richardson, one more required. Oh, vicious, and it comes back at him. Needs to recollect there as Evans starts to try and make up ground. Tom is looking solid here. It is Evans with the win. Evans. We are underway in the Boohoo Man sponsor crawl for Hyde. Good roll. Over very quickly. Andre just behind him. This is going to be tight. Both men looking solid. Draw on that last one, and it is Maxine. And himself. We are on the way. Paddy and the Moose. Great performance from both these lads, and they are in sync at this stage. It's slightly ahead to keep that forward. Oh, Paddy with the miss there. The Moose. No mistakes. Break the stride. Listen to the arena erupt.
Now we're gonna take 200 to 250 kilo blocks up a set of stairs. Let's see who's gonna win the show.
So the 5th and final event is the power stairs. We have got 5 implements ranging from 200 to 250 kilos.
I'm fairly confident that I'm going to have a good result in this one.
Doing a 5th one of these is tough. Like when you get to 4, you're kind of a bit gassed. And then when you have to do another one that's 250 kilos, you're kind of like, oh, fucking hell. Like, right, I'll do it then, do you know what I mean? But
I'm very confident that I'm going to get a top 2 result. And I'm going to be gunning for the win on this one too.
I'm one of the guys that you talk about to win, and I am the guy who always turns up in a position to win. It's just who wants to join me for the race. You know, Evan is very hot and cold, and I think he would admit that as well. And if he has a hot day, he'll be right up there, and if he has a cold day, then he may not finish the show.
How are you feeling, Evan? Angry. Yeah? I underperformed on a lot of shit. Made mistakes. Cost me the win.
Draw and Evans, who will rise? The power stairs built, a brutal test to finish, and you can see Mike making sure that Tom positioned that correctly. 210 kilo, getting under his feet there, and a few little nuanced issues. Tom Evans, but Maxine making short work of this, Bill. It's a fast time. Draw at 250, one more. There it is, and the hands are off. Just watch will stop. We'll see how that stacks up, but battles way through there. Wolverine finishing strongly, Bill. Here we go. Richardson and Hooper. Richardson, fast initially. Hooper puts the 200 on and leaves it there. There it is. Dave Porter having a bit of a laugh at that one. but it's Richardson with the 210 block, and now he moves on to the 225. There it is for Luke. Richardson keeping diligent. 240 kilos is there, Bill. One more to finish. And here he goes with the 250. You can hear the arena react as he tries to secure that position. And there it is. For Luke, the future Richardson. He's completed the show, no injuries, and you can see what that meant. It's back to the future. Yorkshire's Luke Richardson. Maxime Boudreau. Ladies and gentlemen,